Good morning, Paul Georgie from Allendale. It's December 29th, 2010. Well, the markets this morning, I would say in general, we're going to see some profit taking across the board in commodities is what it looks like right now. Most of the markets have sold off a bit. In the grains, we got corn, beans, wheat down a little bit here in the when the electronic market closed here at 7:15. You got cotton down, gold down, silver is up a little bit, but most of the markets under a little bit of pressure here today. Crude oil down 45 as we speak, dollars down 13. Mostly on profit taking after the big run that we've seen here over the last several days in most commodities. The major factors that cause the market to rally are still there, but you can only get so many days of strength out of the same story, and that's what we're up against here this morning. The news out of China yesterday, they announced they were going to probe into the dumping of DDGs of U.S. DDGs into the Chinese market. We don't think that's going to get much momentum here. It's more of a political issue than anything right now, especially with the inflation situation in China. They're not going to make much out of this deal because they need more quantity to help control the inflation of food prices in that country. The weather situation in South America still is dry. It looks like it's going to be dry for the next 7 to 10 days in Argentina, and a little warmer. However, in the longer-term forecast, the GFS models have put in a little bit more rain, which is certainly going to be needed. Is it enough to stop crop deterioration? That's going to be remain to be seen. There was a big spec yesterday that bought about 13,000 contracts of July $10 puts in the soybeans. Nobody really knows why they took that approach, but certainly sends up a flag that is something to watch, that maybe this market has run a little bit further than it needs to at the moment, and a setback might be pending. We also have first notice day in the January contracts on Friday, so anybody that's long January soybeans, meal, or oil, you have a possibility of getting delivered on Friday, so something to be aware of. You may want to get out of those positions here ahead of that. Also, we did have some wheat purchases by Egypt yesterday, 180,000 tons. 60,000 tons of that came from the U.S. Volume was extremely light. When you look at the volume numbers in wheat, they were very light yesterday with the sharp rally that we had, basically off of a lack of anybody willing to sell, and allowed this market to move higher. We're seeing the same thing this morning in the soybeans, where we're down 10 cents in beans, mainly because of the light volume, lack of any further buying at this point in time. So expect a quiet day, a choppy day again here today. Don't expect too much pressure on this market, simply because the fundamentals still are friendly. We've got first of the year coming up here, the anticipation that funds will be in doing some buying here on after the first of the year. So those are things that we're going to be looking at here today. Expect some more two-sided trade today than we have seen, but some very choppy periods as volume will continue to be light. Over in the livestock, we've got cutout values there. We're up in beef, 95 cents in the choice, $1.56 in the select. We need to get the product moving here in the higher fashion if we want cash cattle to trade in this price range where they ended last week, 103, 104 in the southern plains. So those are things we're going to be monitoring. We haven't seen much interest yet for cattle, for fed cattle. They'll probably push on here till late this week, as packers have got enough inventory here going into early next week. The pork complex cutout values there were up 34 cents. We did see futures yesterday sell off a little bit after the rally that we had. We took out some support and then bounced back and closed strong, and we're following through there on the overnight session. We're higher in the hog market as we speak, and we expect to see some continued firmness there. Cattle complex made a new contract high yesterday and then ended up closing near the lows of the session, and that is giving us a little bit of follow through here also to the downside because of the way it closed yesterday. Not a lot of other news. It's going to be choppy. Use risk management and give Allendale a call if you got any questions. We'll be happy to answer any questions you might have. Don't forget to sign up for the Allendale conference coming up, or make sure you get your renewal in for the Allendale Research Center. We wish everybody a very successful trading day. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning. Thank you.